Alrighty, we are going to get going right now on, and this is eBay Break 573, the 2020 Prizm No Huddle one box auction.
Let's see some rookie QBs.
I would like to see some rookie QBs as well. Stale, this is the second box of the day. This is break 573. The first break was 572. We have a Cam Newton base, Charles Woodson. Looks like we're going to have a blue coming up here. Barry Sanders, followed up by, looks like a blue RC, Joshua Kelly. That's a card, that's out of 79. Followed up by a base of LaMichael Perrine.
Gotta love the powder blue on blue.
Yeah, that powder blue on blue is a very, very, very nice look in my opinion. Earl Thomas, Jim McMahon, Rondé Barber. It looks like we have a Brilliance Devontae Parker, followed up by a KJ Hamler RC. That Devontae Parker is going to be going to Jason, and the KJ Hamler RC is going to be going to Harry Hood. You know, I'm high on Hamler as well. I think that he could end up being better than Jerry Jeudy when it's all said and done. But it all comes down to getting them a quarterback out there in Denver.
Yeah, not going to be better, or certainly not going to have all-time career stats with Drew Lock at QB.
Yannick Ngakoue with the Jaguars, DeMarcus Lawrence with the Cowboys. Danielle Hunter, it looks like we have a silver Shaquille Griffith, followed up by a Henry Ruggs III base RC, and that is going to be going to Nate with the Raiders. Odell Beckham Jr., Cortland Sutton. We have a pink coming up. Aaron Donald, and this is going to be a pink Todd Gurley with the Atlanta Falcons. That's going to Bill, followed up by a Willie Gay Jr. base RC, and the Chiefs. That's going to be going to Randy.
You know, Gurley didn't have a horrible year, but he just kind of proves that running backs, you know.
I would argue, so I had Gurley on my fantasy team, and I would actually argue that he had a great year. I was very, very impressed by Todd Gurley this year, especially for the fact he was pretty, like a lot of people thought he was completely done due to injuries. Xavier Howard, Hunter Renfrow, Sean Alexander, looks like a Jamison Crowder, followed up by a Thaddeus Moss base RC, and Thaddeus Moss just got signed. I'll have to double check here. If anyone in the chat knows, that would be great. We did receive payment for the Texans.
Bengals. The Bengals acquired him.
Yeah, that could be huge for Joe Burrow, and also huge for Thaddeus Moss. We have Cameron Hayward, Khalil Mack, OJ Howard. OJ Howard, he was pretty unlucky this year. Had the chance to be playing with the best QB in the league or one of the best of all time, and just could not stay on the field. Followed up by a Devin Asai RC and a Quez Watkins RC to finish up that pack. Really have hit nothing of real note out of this pack so far. Just that Joshua Kelly blue.
Yeah. We need to get the saute sizzle rolling.
I know the saute sizzle started with our Shopify breaks on Saturday. Let's see if that happens again. Jamison Crowder, Amari Cooper, more than a feeling. It's Adam Thielen. Looks like we have a red out of 50 here. That's going to be Darius Leonard, followed up by a Javon Kinlaw with the 49ers, and that is going to Dusty.
You know, the Boston reference is killing me. It's making me smile every time I hear it.
What's that?
More than a feeling?
Oh, more than, yeah. Alrighty, almost halfway through this box. No big hits yet. Let's hope we turn that around. We have Marlon Mack, Rashaan Evans, Robert Woods, followed up by a Disco Emergent Laviscus Chenault RC and a Jason Huntley RC to finish it off. That Laviscus Chenault's going to Steve, and the Jason Huntley RC will be going to Brian.
Can't wait to see what Laviscus Chenault does with... his name just went right out of my head. Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Trevor had quite the article in Sports Illustrated today. I didn't get to read it, but I saw the headline, and he said he has nothing to prove. But I like that. I hate when guys like manufacture that chip on their shoulder. Justin Tucker, Delvin Tomlinson, a Fireworks Aaron Darnold, followed up by a black and white Jonathan Taylor RC. Let's get that magged, because, you know, here at BreakTraders, we mag our black and whites. Can I get some more small mags as well, please? Followed up by an Antonio Gibson RC. The Attorney General himself. Shout outs to Antonio Gibson's signature.
And there we go. Started to heat up a little bit with that Jonathan Taylor black and white. Thanks, Jan. Alrighty, halfway through. That Jonathan Taylor is going to be going to Randy with the Colts. David Njoku, Montez Sweat, Elvin Kamara. Looks like we have our auto. It is going to be Nate Stanley of the Minnesota Vikings, followed up by another Vikings, Jeff Gladney. We will.
You know, when I was asking for a quarterback, you know, I wasn't asking for a Nate Stanley auto.
That is true. You were not asking for him, and unfortunately, that's what was delivered. Both these Vikings are going to be going to Chappie. You know, who knows? I mean, that quarterback situation, I would say, in Minnesota is not like 1,000% settled. I mean, Kirk Cousins definitely has the claim to it, but at some point, unless he really steps up and takes that next leap, they're going to move on from him.
Yeah, but will they move on with Nate Stanley?
Who knows? I haven't seen. Hasn't had a chance. Mark Brunell, Leighton Vander Esch, Curtis Samuel. We have a red out of 50. It is going to be a Josh Uchi Owawa with the New England Patriots, and a Brian Edwards base RC to follow that up as well.
Oh, that was too good.
Finishing up on this pack, or this box right here. Jarvis Landry, Noah Fant, Devin White. We have another Jarvis Landry, this time a brilliant Jarvis Landry, followed up by a Justin Blackmon RC on the Colts. And that Jarvis Landry is going to be going to Jason, and Justin in the Colts is going to Randy.
What a beast Landry was last year. He's been a beast his entire career, to be fair.
Yeah, I really have a hard time rooting for Jarvis Landry after he ended I'm going to blank on it. I think his name was Williams' career with the Bills.
Oh, yeah.
A dirty shot, and just I feel like he did that a lot against the Bills when he was playing for the Dolphins. But
kind of player you probably love to have on your team and
yes,
hate anytime he plays you.
100%. Kyle Van Noy, Carson Wentz. We have a disco emergent Michael Pittman Jr., followed by a lockdown Darius Leonard, and the Colts are really hot right now.
Wow. Got that Taylor, that Pittman. Oh.
Followed up by a Zach Bond RC for the New Orleans Saints.
That is sweet. Good time to have the Colts.
Yeah. Now, if they can follow up with an Eason, they'll really be in a good place.
Well, I mean, that's spoiled right there.
Troy Polamalu, Roquan Smith, Kyle Rudolph. Looks like we have a blue out of 79, and that is going to be Demario Davis with a Michael Warren II of the Eagles to finish off that pack. We have, looks like 4 packs to go here. Let's hope that we get some sizzle here on the last 4 packs. Le'Veon Bell, Dak Prescott, Tyler Higbee, a Disco Dwayne Haskins, followed up by a Jamarcal Hasty RC for the 49ers, going to Dusty. Here we go. Jack Doyle, Harold Landry, a Fireworks Jalen Smith. I'm a fan of that card, but that really is more of a bias for Jalen Smith. An all-out Adrian Peterson, followed by a Julian Okwara for base RC for the Detroit Lions. That is going to Gravy Oz. 2 packs left. Brett, I feel like it's still too soon to make jokes about JPP. Jonathan Ogden of the Thick Boys Club, Michael Strahan, Grady Jarrett. We're going to have a purple out of 35. That's going to be a Zach Moss base, or a Zach Moss out of 35 RC going to Rich with the Bills, followed up by a Donovan Peoples-Jones and the Browns. You know, I've been reading so much about the Bills draft. Anytime that I have any moment of free time, I'm really doing that. I see a lot of people clamoring for a running back at 30. It's not a train that I can get on board.
Yeah, 30? Really? Eh. When was the last time we drafted lower than 20?
I know, right? It's pretty amazing.
Do we need anything though?
I'd say a cornerback. There's a lot of great cornerbacks out in the draft. Stephon Diggs, Patrick Mahomes, followed by Eric Armstead. That Patrick Mahomes is going to Randy with the Chiefs as well. A hype Cooper Kupp and a Jalen Reagor base RC to finish it out. That Jalen Reagor is going to Joey.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's do a quick recap here. And then we will get to our first giveaway of the evening.
QBs are cold right now.
QBs are cold. Some of our veterans hits here. We have Cooper Kupp, Patrick Mahomes, Jarvis Landry Brilliance, Aaron Donald Fireworks, Darius Leonard Red Prizm, or Todd Gurley Purple or Pink Prizm out of 15, and Devontae Parker Brilliance. Our rookie hits in this box: Jalen Reagor, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Julian Okwara, JaMychal Hasty, Michael Warren II, Zach Bond, Julian Blackmon, Brian Edwards, a red Josh Uche that's on New England Patriots, and that's going to Bill. Antonio Gibson of the Washington football team going to Brandon. Jason Huntley, an emergent Laviska Shenault going to Steve. Javon Kinlaw, Quez Watkins, Devin Asai, Thaddeus Moss, Willie Gay Jr., Henry Ruggs III, KJ Hamler, and LaMichael Perrine. And now our featured cards of the evening. We have Jeff Gladney, Zach Moss, Purple RC, that's out of 35. Michael Pittman Jr., Disco Emergent. Joshua Kelly Blue out of 79. The Nate Stanley Rookie Auto. And the Jonathan Taylor Black and White to finish it off. Not a great box. Good evening, Haley. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're so thrilled to have all of you here on hopefully what's a beautiful day. I mean, it's beautiful here in Rochester, which is great because we've had some pretty rough days, I feel like, over the last week. Yeah, that box wasn't great. Neither of those